Okay, section 12, right to remedy and justice. Every person shall find a certain remedy in the law for all injuries and wrongs which he receives to his person, privacy, property, or reputation. He shall obtain justice by law freely, completely, and promptly. He shall obtain justice by law freely, completely, and properly. Yeah, Illinoisans, it's justice for all here, just like it's domestic tranquility. And you are the furthest thing on this globe from it. I don't know. The Wire tells me, yeah, Gen X's term for, yeah, the little birdie told me, yeah, that London has some nice little museums that are open for a few dollars. They're quite educational too. No, they're not opened by me. They're opened by friends or family or people that think that I'm quite goddamn interesting. The 1870 Constitution contains essentially the same provision except for the motion of wrongs to privacy. This section is largely hortatory rather than enforceable, and does not invalidate laws that give partial immunity against suits for breach of promise to marry or alienation of affections. But courts have cited this section as partial support for invalidating a law that completely abolishes a common law right to sue in some kinds of situations and creating a new remedy where one was needed. The Illinois Supreme Court was held unconstitutional a $5 tax on persons filing for divorce, with the proceeds going to fund domestic violence shelters. The court said that not all litigation fees or taxes are invalid, but that such charges may be imposed only for purposes relating to the operation and maintenance of the courts. I think that's why you have taxes. Or you just have donations because you have a good court system, justice system. And no, donations doesn't mean bribery. The Illinois Appellate Court upheld a dollar fee on the party bringing a civil suit, with proceeds going to a nonprofit dispute resolution fund after determining that the fee was sufficiently related to the operation and maintenance of the courts. So let me read it again. Every person shall find a certain remedy in the laws for all injuries and wrongs which he receives to his person, privacy, property, or reputation. He shall obtain justice by law freely, completely, and promptly. Section 13, trial by jury. The right of a trial by jury as heretofore enjoyed shall remain inviolate. The U.S. Constitution's 7th Amendment guarantees a right to jury trial in civil cases does not apply to state courts, but this section and its predecessors in earlier Illinois constitutions protect the right in both civil and criminal cases. The right of trial by jury, as heretofore enjoyed, has been held to refer to the right both under the English common law and as it existed at the time of adoption of each Illinois constitution. As discussed below, the right does not automatically apply to kinds of suits that are newly created by statute. The Illinois Supreme Court struck down a statutory provision that, for some very serious crimes, required a jury trial unless both the defendant and the prosecutor waived it, thus allowing the prosecutor to require jury trial over a defendant's objection. The court held, based on an older Illinois case, that this section's guarantees of the right of jury trial, as heretofore enjoyed, gives a defendant a right not to have a jury trial. When the right to a jury trial does apply, a criminal defendant may not be punished more severely for exercising it, but a reasonable fee can be required of persons who demand jury trial in civil cases. May God give us discernment, and may we think through these things, because it does affect your daily life. God, your state and federal laws, we the people, and how you daily apply them. Blessings.